Chase Bank is closing personal bank accounts, business bank accounts, and credit card accounts left and right.
They're like, no, you got your money. And I'm like, I don't have my money. Chase Bank has my money.
Another person had been with them for over 6 years and had their accounts closed. And one person was actually banned for life. I was able to break it down to 3 red flags. If you're ready to see this right now, type in the comments, I'm ready. Red flag number 1, negative social media. I know it sounds stupid. Let me show you. One Chase customer had their account closed after a week. They went into a local branch to open up a checkings and a savings account. They set up direct deposit and then they go to open up the app and it says they have no accounts. They contact customer service and all they said is that Chase has decided to end this relationship and close the account. Like, why even bother creating the account in the first place? Bunch of, you know what? And now I have to wait to get my paycheck from these idiots. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Now, once I read that, I said, it's got to be more to the story. Check this out. Now, mind you, this was 4 days ago. So people started putting in their comments left and right. But one person said, so Chase has an AI that creates personality profiles on all customers. You can Google Chase close my bank account and then back to the AI profile in addition to LexisNexis information. It combs through all of your social media accounts to create the profile. And if they find anything they see negative, they will close your account and ban you for life. And I see people use their accounts like this all the time. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but some people are saying that it is. But let's go to the next story. Also, real quick, if you want to stay on top of your personal credit and your business credit, along with being able to report your utility bills to your credit report, then you most definitely want to check out Identity IQ's new product, Score IQ. To learn more about this, the link is in the description below. Red flag number 2, using your personal account like a business account. I know it sounds kind of crazy because you got Zelle, you got Cash App, and I don't know if you guys remember Chase Quick Pay. They're the ones that came out with it. So check this out. And this just happened 8 days ago. Chase closed my newly opened secure bank account checking account. Don't worry, we're not going to read all this. I'm going to give you guys a summary. So on December 11th, I went to a Chase branch to open up an account after trying online. I'm 18 and this is my first time opening up an account. I come in with my ID and I'm able to open up the account. The banker I work with told me from then that I could use Zelle while waiting for my card to come in the mail. Before this, my mom would normally hold on to my money into their account. So later in the day, I asked her to Zelle me whatever I had, which she did. It wasn't much. It was about $90. I used $10 this day on food. 2 days later, I go out with my friends and we're at the store and he pays. I send him $40. The next day, I send my mom $6 and my brother sends me $20 for my Ubers because I was going out Friday. On Thursday the 14th, I go check my account and I'm completely locked out of it. When I try to log in, it says my account is locked due to suspicious activity. And just like that, his account was closed. He then goes on to say, so now I'm just kind of frustrated and stressed because I didn't know that using Zelle would lead to my account being closed for suspected fraud. I don't know if I'll receive any money in the mail. I also don't know if I should reopen an account with Chase. And then he gonna ask for any advice on what he should do. At this point, if I was him, I most definitely would leave Chase Bank alone. Now, we got to admit, it shouldn't be this confusing just to use Zelle for your own money. If you agree with me, go ahead and put in the comments, stop the confusion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Chase doing this right now? Nah, they've been doing this for a minute. Let me show you. Look at this. 4 months ago, account closed. So I came here to insert this up to see if this happened to others. And to my surprise, it has. Chase closed all of my accounts, check-ins, savings, and 2 credit cards. This just happened to me yesterday, and I'm completely in disbelief and frustrated right now. I've been with them for 6 years and no issues. I'm a contractor and I receive payments from different people all the time. I spoke with someone and they said they can't find the letter stating the reason for the closure. I would have to wait for the letter to come in the mail. I know what you're thinking. Well, Calvin, that was just that person. That was 4 months ago. They're not doing that anymore. Yeah, okay, let me show you this.
Imagine you go to Chase Bank, you just got a refund from the Department of Education. Why? Because 1, they forgave your loan, and 2, they said, and you know what? You actually paid too much money on the loan prior to the forgiveness. So we're going to give you money. We're going to give you over $5,000. That's a good thing. Loan forgiven, $5,000 plus check. It's a government check. You go to Chase Bank. Chase Bank decides your check is fraudulent and decides to also shut down your entire bank account.
They sent me a check in the mail saying that my loan was forgiven. Thank you, God.
This loan came out of the blue from Lois White's loan servicer. Her student loan debt is forgiven. White is one of more than 800,000 Americans who have been paying for more than 2 decades, getting the one-time adjustment this year, many also getting a refund. This check for more than $5,000 arrived from the U.S. Treasury shortly after.
This was a blessing to me.
At least it was until White deposited the check into her Chase bank account.
Apparently, they couldn't verify this check was real.
Chase first flagged the check from the U.S. government as potential fraud, then locked up and eventually closed White's whole account, blocking access to her money.
I'm really devastated because I have been with this bank all my life. I mean, I've never, and I feel like a criminal, like I've done something wrong. You actually received your check. You have your check right here. You cashed your check. We have a routing number and a receipt that it was deposited into Chase Bank. So they're like, no, you got your money. And I'm like, I don't have my money. Chase Bank has my money.
Now, isn't that crazy? Like, people get government checks all the time. They get student loan refund checks all the time. They get tax return checks all the time. And not only is Chase Bank one of the largest banks in the nation, but let's be honest, we know that they have faster ways to verify funds, especially if it's from the government. You guys are government insured. It makes sense that you guys have a faster process, especially as big as you are. The problem is that regular everyday people, this is a regular woman. She's not making this story up. And regular everyday people go through this entire process with Chase Bank and they're doing everything right and they end up with their account closed. We're not done yet. Not only that, this one happened a month ago. Chase is restricted and is going to close my checking account. I recently mobile deposited a check that I received from doing work, drywall at business. I received 2 checks, one for $3,800 and one for $12,500. I mobile deposited the check for $12,000 through another bank. No problems. Check cleared. I got my money. I deposited the $3,800 on Chase. I received a letter in the mail a few days after stating my account is restricted and will close because of suspicious activity. Listen, this is crazy. But at the same time, don't get me wrong. I understand that Chase is trying to go out the scammers. They're trying to go out the fraudsters. But listen, looking at the way these people was typing and telling their stories, and I mean, listen, let's be honest. Most of these people were not like, trying to do any fraud or trying to scam or anything like that. They were regular, average, everyday people. Now, I'm not knocking or bashing Chase. I'm just saying you guys got to tighten up on how you're doing things because it's hardworking, everyday people that put their money into their bank account and they want to make sure they can use their money because it's their money. Now, let's be honest. I know that banks don't just close accounts without necessarily having a reason to do so, but this is most definitely just horrible. This is how banks make money. It's not making any sense that they're throwing away clients instead of doing everything that they can to actually keep clients. But either way, I've already spent too much time on this. You thought this video was good? I'll see you at the next one.